Hello, my name is Maribel Alba, and I'm a sixth grade teacher at Warm Springs Elementary School. I created this video to go over how I set up my classes in Google Classroom for distance learning. I'd like to start off with my stream. I wanted my stream to be more like a Facebook news feed where I was able to post announcements to students and they were able to comment or ask questions directly under each. I did not want this to be cluttered, so I went ahead and in settings, I made sure that the classwork on the stream had notifications hidden. Otherwise, every single time I created something for that Google Classroom, it would show it on the stream, therefore cluttering it. I also wanted to maintain some control and only allow students to comment on announcements I post and not allow them to post their own. All right, and so then for students to see classwork, they'd have to go into the classwork tab. And my week 1 starts April 6th, and that's because my classroom was already basically paperless before this. And so I'm able to start off right away, but I also wanted to ease them into a routine again. So I did choose lessons that were made in the same format that they're used to, but that were more relevant to what's going on right now instead of just focusing on specific content. So my learning objectives, I just went ahead and copied and pasted what I would normally put in my lesson plan for myself and my admin. And then students are able to see a little overview of what they're expected to do that week. After that, I do have a lesson. These will be recordings of live lessons that I have with students that I can then post. There'll be 5 to 10 minute videos where I'm giving explicit direct instruction. And I have an example of that.
Because it'll be a way to document things that are happening, things that you're feeling during these weeks, because you know that this is a historic moment.
Okay, so basically that was just my conversation with some students during a live lesson on why we're doing the reflection journal, and then I go on to explain the directions. So going over this journal, first of all, it is on Google Slides, and so it's part of the Google Suite, which makes it very easy. I like using those, and all of my assignments have very clear instructions as into what is expected. I also include links directly on the documents for them to access different apps or websites. I also include tutorials on how to share their work if it's something that they're not used to. I make these tutorials myself with screencast, or I find videos on YouTube that they can then use, and I link those there. So all of my assignments come with instructions for them to be able to figure it out. And these assignments are also things that students can easily do and complete. This week it's all about their reflection on quarantine so far. And so it's fun, but it's also instructional. They have similes, etc. And that's basically the types of assignments that I like to do. After that, I like to do hyperdocs, for example. And I have a hyperdoc lesson here, but I have not conducted this lesson live yet, so I do not have a recording. So I did go ahead and put a placeholder there for it. But then I have a hyperdoc, which is then created on Google Docs, and it follows basically the same format. It includes instructions for students. It includes resources, links, videos. It also includes places for them to then post their work, either by posting images or screenshots of their work from other apps. And those are the types of assignments that I'm assigning to my students this week.